If we don't look out for our own public safety and speak up and organize and do these things will continue. And I don't want to live in a city where I have to raise my kids where I can't let them go outside, or I have to have uncomfortable conversations about the police department and police officers, right?
Following the deaths of two Hartford men who were killed by police in separate shootings that both started as mental health calls, community leaders say they're taking matters into their own hands. Thanks for staying with us here at 10:30. I'm Sarah Sanchez.
And I'm Brent Harden. Now they have demands for Hartford city leaders and the police chief. Fox 61's Annette Montgomery shares what they plan to do now to demand accountability and change.
Thursday afternoon at 12 p.m. right here on the corner of Blue Hills Avenue and West Euclid Street, the North Hartford Public Safety Coalition plans to share its demands. It comes after they went door to door at more than 100 homes and spoke with people who they say overwhelmingly told them they now feel unsafe in their neighborhood.
65 to 70% support the firing of the officers involved.
Following the shooting death of 53-year-old Everard Walker on Capitol Avenue by a Hartford police officer back on February 19th. Then 8 days later, the shooting death of 55-year-old Stephen Jones on Blue Hills Avenue, also by a Hartford officer.
Knife! Drop the knife! Woman, you're gonna get shot! Drop the knife!
Reverend A.J. Johnson with the North Hartford Public Safety Coalition says something needs to change.
Knife! Drop it!
It was a very traumatic scene that we all got a view into, right? We all seen, we all felt it, and we're all hurting, right? But not only are we hurting, there needs to be a resident-centered voice in this conversation.
And it's a sentiment that's shared by not just a few.
We took about 25 people out last weekend, and we knocked on about 100 doors and got 100 surveys of how people are feeling in this moment.
Johnson says with the general mood in mind, the coalition came up with a few, what they call community demands.
We're demanding that the officers be terminated. Also, to strengthen Hartford's mental health crisis and response systems.
The demands also include calls on the mayor and police chief.
We are looking for Mayor Arunin Arolampalam and the police chief James Ravella to host a community forum, a community briefing in the next 7 days.
On March 3rd, Hartford Mayor Arunin Arolampalam released a video on social media.
As mayor, let me say that here in the city of Hartford, we hold our police officers to the highest level of conduct. In the days and weeks ahead, there will be 2 independent investigations, one by the state's Inspector General and one by our own city Inspector General.
Statements Johnson says the community hears, but he wants to make sure city leaders hear them too, which is why the coalition organized a press conference for Thursday.
We're looking at the leadership of the city and saying there is no reality that in our community where this officer can come back to work for our safety and his safety.
Another demand from the coalition includes reactivating the Police Accountability Review Board and reseating and reappointing people specifically from the mayor's office to the board. In Hartford, Annette Montgomery, Fox 61.